Welcome to the instructional guide to the game Office Combat for the iPhone. This is a two-player game. It's a strategy game, and I'll be showing you the view from one player's side. The second player would be playing on their own device. In this case, I've previously set up the second player's move so that we can see one entire turn of the game. This is our defensive playfield. The goal of the game is to defend your base, which is represented by these filing cabinets, and additionally the money producing units, which are automatically deployed on the playfield, represented by these little dollar bills. They produce money every 10 to 15 seconds or so, so it's important to protect them so that they keep producing money for you. The second player will be attacking from the opposite side of the playfield. Each map has different squares where they can deploy from, so you'll have to adjust your strategy depending on the map. We can also flip over to our attack playfield by clicking on the attack button. And you'll see that it's slightly grayed out. This represents the fog of war. Once we deploy some of our attack units, then they'll start showing us more of the map. I'm going to go ahead and throw down a paperclip up on this plateau here. This unit is actually a paperclip generator, and you can see this single black dot means that it's a level 1 generator. It will output approximately 6 paperclips per turn. I can also, if I click on the generator, I can upgrade the generator to level 2, and I can also set waypoints for where the paperclips will go. So I can click around on the map and the paperclips will follow this path. If I don't, once the paperclip gets to the end of the path, it will look in the nearby area for enemy units and attack them. If I don't set any waypoints, then the paperclip will default to move towards the opposite base, and if it discovers any enemy units on the way, it will attack them. So I'll go ahead and deploy a paperclip. That's kind of the base unit. There's also these staple removers. They do a lot of damage to defensive turrets, but they only move in a straight line. So you can't set waypoints for the staple removers. They'll move in a straight line until they hit something, at which point they will die. The paper airplane flies around, does not run into enemy turrets, so it cannot damage them, but it's very fast and has a very large view radius, so you can see a lot of the map. The eraser has a lot of hit points, and it's pretty quick as well, but it doesn't do much damage to enemy turrets. It's a great unit to use to soak up damage so that your other units, such as paperclips, can get in and do damage to the enemy turrets or get to the enemy base without getting hit. So I'll just deploy a paperclip, and how about a eraser. You'll see as we deploy, the circle around the generator will turn red in areas where you can't deploy it, and it'll be green where you can. In general, it's the first set of 3 to 4 spaces on the deploy side of the map for that unit. And then we'll go back to the defensive playfield. So again, they'll be attacking from this area. The only way for them to get to the base is through this outside path, or with the paper airplanes, which can come in from anywhere because they fly over the top of terrain. This middle trench here is mostly a area where you should defend in order to protect your money producing units. So I'll go ahead and maybe put down a turret or two, and again these have levels as well. So the higher level turrets, they shoot further, which you can see by clicking on the unit. You'll see the circle around the unit shows you how far it can shoot. You can also sell the units. It does sell back at, I think, a 30% loss. You'll see up here how much money we have left. So we have $210 to spend, and then also you can see the how many hit points we have and the opponent has. So you only need to get 10 units over to the opponent's base in order to win the game. On the defensive side, the turrets are kind of the basic unit. They fire pretty quick. They don't do a whole lot of damage. There are also these tac launchers, which are essentially rocket launchers. They do an area effect damage to the surrounding units, but they don't fire very quickly. And then you also have the glue gun, which sprays out glue in a certain area, and any unit walking through it is slowed down. Again, you can upgrade these units, so the more you upgrade the glue gun, the faster it'll fire, so the glue doesn't stay on the ground permanently. Also with the glue gun, most of the turrets will fire at anything in their attack radius. The glue gun, you have to specify where it should fire. That's this button down here. And the red area shows you where the glue gun will be firing. So I'll go ahead and rotate it around so that we're hitting the area where the units are coming from. This is a shredder. I don't have enough money to put one down, but essentially it has a lot of hit points, so that units running into it get destroyed and it doesn't take very much damage. So now I've kind of defended the middle part of this map. If the opponent puts a paper airplane down here, or a series of paper airplanes down here, we're kind of in trouble because they'll be getting through to the other side. So there's a little bit of danger there. Probably maybe good to at least deploy one staple launcher down here so we can do some damage to them. I'm not too worried about units coming in through this long path, but we have some time before they'll be able to get to the other side. And hopefully we'll be able to protect some of these money producing units. And then on the offensive side, really this is going to be more of an exploratory unit. We can kind of see what's over here. For right now it's and it'll take some of the fire away from this paperclip. I put the paperclip here because I'm counting on the fact that the defender is going to use this very large defensive area to deploy units, and if we can go in and take out some of the turrets, then that'll really help us then come in and take out these money bags and make it over to his base. So I'm going to go ahead and hit done, and that'll send up the turn to the server, and pull down the turn that our opponent played already. And now you'll see the turn play out. So over here you have his generators. He's deployed two paper clips, which are coming in and attacking both my glue gun, and he's also getting through and hitting my my money producing unit here. Each turn is about 20 seconds long, and that's the end of our turn. And now we'll see our offensive phase, where we're going to go ahead and attack the other player. You'll see there's some fog of war here, so we don't have perfect knowledge of the playfield. And you can see the shredder in action. It's just going through our paper clips like nothing and not really taking a whole lot of damage. That'll about do it. And then we go to our next build phase, where we can go ahead and deploy some more offensive and defensive weapons. Enjoy the game.